you're interested in hearing my thoughts on blue therapy, then keep watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Mosun. Right, so before we get into this video, if you are not subscribed, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. You can subscribe by clicking the red subscribe button right down below, followed by the bell notification so that you get notified when I upload new videos. Blue therapy is a kind of like a mediation session where couples will come and sit with a therapist and talk about their issues. And the purpose of having this session is to have a non-biased mediator just to help address issues that the two individuals within that unit, which is the couple, were not able to resolve or handle or discuss properly without one side feeling more neglected in the conversation than the other, or one person wanting to speak and the other one not willing to discuss. I think that is the premise of blue therapy. So I think this show is really focused around African couples in the UK. So you have the first couple, which is Chioma and Paul, both Nigerian couples. One is Yoruba, the other one is Igbo. The next couple that is featured on this series is Deba and Jamel. Jamel is Ghanaian and Deba is Nigerian. With the first couple, Paul and Chioma, it was Chioma's idea to seek out this therapist and have a session with her and her partner, Paul. He expressed that there were a lot of issues that were never resolved in their relationship, and more of it was really heightened when they moved in together 6 months ago. Now, the other couple, Deba and Jamel, it was Jamel's idea to sign up for this therapy session because he has received therapy in the past and it was very beneficial for him. So he thought it would really help mend the issues within their relationship if they partake in this therapy session. We were first introduced to Paul and Chioma and then later on Jamel and Deba. But in meeting Paul and Chioma, first off the bat, Chioma is a girl that loves love. That's what I perceive from watching that video. This is someone that really wants her relationship to work. Taking it a step further, actually partaking in this televised, series, knowing that the world would be seeing this. That's a bold step. Even I personally, I don't think I would be comfortable enough to have that type of session with a significant other, knowing other people are watching. So I commend both couples. She really adores Paul. She really cares for him, wants to build a future with him. She sees herself building a future with him, but she just wants to iron out a few kinks that's really important to her. Now, Paul, straight off the bat, was just combative for me, a narcissist, very rude, very prideful. Even like reading the comments, I was just, certain people's comments, I had the same exact thought, like, what are you feeling like, kind of thing. I don't want to believe that both couples did not have a discussion as to what was going to take place. The cameras are going to be there. This was going to be televised around the world. And what the purpose of this session is. So Paul kind of came in like he was forced or coerced to partake in this session. Even when the therapist, Denise, was trying to ask questions, he was very pompous, and it's typical for certain Yoruba people, because I'm Yoruba and I've seen it all. But he was just very pompous, very braggadocious. That's a term that we use in Nigeria. Very braggadocious. Even when talking about his career or what he does for a living, I was confused on so many levels because he just kept saying nothing but using different terms. I work with very high profile clientele. So are you dealing with the royals? Like, he was just like, I manage high profile clients and I have services that I have to provide. And if they need this service, I being their personal person, have to deliver these services. And I was just like, will you keep quiet? Are you their personal assistant? Are you their chauffeur? Are you their event planner? What are you? Because, you know, Chioma was trying to get him to discuss what he does, but he really didn't want to. And I was just like, nobody wants to take your job. This is just to build an open space, build some type of communication, get you talking, feeling comfortable in the session. It's not like she really wants to know your business like that. And as the episodes progress, you understand and get to know that he's just a physical trainer. For me, that was just a turn off. He was just rude. Whenever Denise would just try to pry, not really pry, but probe and try to get more information, more for him to like open up and really take ownership of the session and be involved. He was just like not having it, like rude, not respond, questioning the therapist, what the therapist would sit to gain, what is her success rate, how many people has she mediated or provide counseling to that have been successful. And I was just like, why are you even here? Because if I know that I was going to be going to a therapy session and I signed us up for a therapy session, I would have had ample time to have this conversation with you and what I would like to see from this session, and for you to be open-minded and willing to partake, not come off rude, condescending, just outright disgusting to me during this whole session. So that's Paul and Chioma. Now, Jamil and Deba, I forgot to mention that Paul and Chioma have been in a relationship for 3 years, while Deborah and Jamel have been in a relationship for 1 year. So they've been together for a year. This is Deborah's first relationship. So that's a lot, saying a lot. And this is Jamel's fourth. And from what he is saying and from what I understand from their sessions, he's really looking to do the groundwork, kind of like Chioma. And I think that's commendable and remarkable for such a young age. 27 is not really young, but it looked to me, I perceived that he was really focused vision-wise and just maturing in who he is and not wanting to date so-and-so and then break up and date Mackenzie and then break up and date Vivian. You know, like really wants to know what he's doing. If he's able to settle down, knowing that, okay, it's me and you two, the wheels fall off kind of guy. Whereas Deborah is, she's spoiled. She's inexperienced. She has a mindset and I dare to say some unrealistic expectations of what a relationship is and what her partner should be providing for her or doing for her in a relationship. Granted, you know, we all enter a relationship with certain expectations, but I believe her expectations are like marital expectations in a sense, but a little bit over. In the first 2 episodes, you can hear her saying that, you know, he needs to be buying me expensive gifts. He needs to take me out to expensive restaurants. He needs to spoil me just like I have been spoiled growing up. You can tell she was very materialistic in what her idea of a relationship is, whereas he's more of like the groundwork, looking for a better future, hopefully dating to be married and not just dating around, planning for his future. Her expectations of relationship is totally different from what Jamel's expectation of relationship. And it seems to me that they probably did not discuss this before they agreed, or even if they didn't discuss this before they agreed to enter a relationship, but having that conversation along the way so that both parties don't feel like their expectations are not met, because for one person it could be realistic and for the other person it cannot be realistic. I didn't think that anything that she said to address their relationship was heavy, in a sense that she's more focused on materialistic things, you know, things that she could hold on to. I think her love language is gifts, where she's wanting for him to shower her with gifts, right? But she doesn't understand that he can show his love in different facets. It doesn't have to really be buying you this, buying you that. Like the homeboy is telling you, I don't want to be renting, sis. I want to buy my own place. I need to save money. Like, why would you need a new Gucci bag? The last two, episode 3 and 4, is the reason why I decided, okay, I'm not gonna wait till the very end. I'm gonna record this now. So my thoughts, Chioma and Paul. I really feel for Chioma. Like, she's a woman that loves love. She wants her man to play an equal part as she's playing an equal part. They're both trying to milk the cow without making a purchase, in a sense that they're trying to enjoy husband and wife benefits without actually being husband and wife. And for me as a Christian, it's like, it's either you're married or you're not. To be quite honest, like, no one has authority over the other, because you guys have not come together and formed the ground rules for your relationship after you decided that you were gonna move in, you know? And I feel for her, because to me, this guy he's coming off as like a trash bucket. Like, I'm sorry to say, but I just kept getting turned off by his comments, just being not only disrespectful to the therapist. I don't even know what to say about Denise, like, dealing with these couples, but just him, I was just turned off. I feel for Chioma. I believe she could do better. There's so many guys in the comments were like, girl, like, I'm a dude and I'm telling you to hit the road. At a certain point, I think it was episode 2 or 3, he walked away. She was trying to, you know, just express herself with Denise, but she really couldn't, because she wanted him to be here and be engaged and be involved. So she went to go speak to him and just, like, you know, behave yourself, stop being rude. This is for our own benefit. I don't like him. I don't. I think she should just cut her losses, and at the end of their lease or their renting term, she should just go back to her parents' house or find her place. It appears that she's probably dealt with a lot of things, and because of the love that she has for him and how long they've been together, she's just been enduring it. But at the same time, from what she's saying, this is going to either make or break their relationship if their issues are not resolved. She has issues in regards to how he treats her, if he's attracted to her, if he does love her, spending more time with her. She feels like as if she's a maid. Again, this is what happens when you are given wife benefits and you're not a wife yet. And the same thing with him. He, according to her, he expects a meal every day when he comes home, fresh, which is typical for some Nigerian men. But for her, she's like, prior to me moving in, you were meal prepping. What's up with that? Why are you not meal prepping? And she feels that he's trying to, you know, suppress his heritage, his culture, because he refuses to eat Nigerian food. And he's like, even from like the response videos, I forget what they call those, response videos to the segment, he was like, girl, that was when we were in Nigeria. We are not in Nigeria now, so get with the program. Like, you know, when in Rome, act like Romans. And I was just like, okay. We have people trying to find out their roots, and you're just like, even her choice of music, he was like, when I met you, like Burna Boy, now you like Wizkid. What's up with that? And I was just like, are we three? Are we really discussing choices of music like that's a bad thing? You're allowed to have your own desires of the type of music that you listen to. That should not make you feel some type of way in regards to your partner if they decide, you know, yeah, we've been listening to this artist, now I want to listen to that artist. That's, for me, that's not meat. That's not an issue. I don't know how that is an issue for him. but it's all right here for him, I guess. But I found that very silly. She wanted to really, you know, have him incorporate their traditional food, traditional Nigerian food, and he's trying to stay away from it, but she's asking for maybe once a week, just incorporated meal. But he's like, you know, Nigerian food is not healthy, it's too fat, you know, and that's the reason why he was big before, because according to her, she met him fat, and he just recently got on this healthy journey to lose weight because according to him, he was depressed about his weight and everything else, and he believes what contributed to his weight gain was the type of food he was eating. I found it funny too that he was asking the therapist, does she cook with palm oil? Does she look like she cook with palm oil? Does she look like she cook with palm oil? I was just like livid at that point. You know, do you know, why is it that you don't cook with palm oil? Like, why are you asking her that? What are you, 5? To me, he was acting like a big baby, like making sounds, just being rude, being combative in responses, you know, answering a question with a question, which is typical for a Nigerian. But like, if your girls bring you here and it's telling you that I want to mediate our relationship, I want it to thrive, and if it doesn't thrive, this is it, and this is what you say. She was talking about, we don't even have sex as we used to. She said, you know, in the beginning they were like animals, can't get their hands off each other, but of lately they have not, you know, been kicking it. And she was like, do you no longer find me attractive? What is it? It's as if he wanted her to arrive at his response on her own. He was just like, you know, it's not that, you know, you just need to see love outside of sex. And she was like, what does that mean? Me too. I was just like, what nonsense are you talking about? Is there something wrong with you down there that you're trying to work out? He was like, you see love as sex, and love is not sex. We can just sit there and look at each other's eyes. I was just like, okay, Romeo, you're not even Romeo. So let's stop. Like, that's not what she's saying. She's trying to understand why, since you guys have moved in with each other, what's up with your sex life? And he was just like, you know, during sex, she wants me to carry her. And she was like, you don't always have to carry me during sex. It's not easy carrying her. And she was just like, so is it that I've gained weight? And he was like, what do you think? Do you count your calories? Like, bro, if you want to say that she's fat, just say it in a nice way. Don't be saying, you know she doesn't count her calories when she eats. He was like, okay, do you feel like you gained a little weight? And she said, well, her clothes still fit the way they fit. She doesn't feel like she gained a little weight. And she's putting 2 and 2 together that, yo, this boy is trying to tell me I'm fat. And he was like, no, you're the one that said it. I'm not the one that said that you're fat. You're the one that said that you're fat. I was just like, boy, like, you're a lot of work. And I don't know what, you know, to each his own. Beauty is really in the eye of the beholder, but I didn't see anything attractive about this guy from just the conversation alone. I was just like, auntie, am I loving? Like, nah, end it. So my take on Deba and Jamil, I feel like, yes, he's like, to me, it looks like they're done, like they're over it. She also has very high expectations in regards to relationship. Maybe that's the reason why she has not been in a relationship. Who knows? We're not here to judge her past. For you expecting that your boyfriend is supposed to take care of you, yeah, that's to me, that's an unrealistic expectation. Some people might feel otherwise, but it's not my boyfriend's responsibility to take care of me. I'm my own individual. I'm supposed to take care of myself. If not, if my parents can support me, then kudos to that. But I can't put that responsibility on my boyfriend to take care of me, pay my bills. Like, we can go on date night here and there, and, you know, as a mom, if you're able to do so, do it, pay for the meal, but I can't be dictating to you what restaurant we have to go, because I'm not the one putting money in your pocket. I can maybe make a suggestion, but at the end of the day, you're the one paying. If you're the one paying for the meal, I can't tell you what to do with your money. Two, I think from how she was treated in her household by her father, and being that they're all girls, she's carrying that template into her relationship. Not all template fits each mode in a relationship, because your partner is not your father. Jamel was trying to understand, like, okay, why do you feel I'm supposed to be doing all of this? And what are you bringing to the table? And he was trying to not be rude about it. I feel, for me, was just like, you're not experienced in a relationship, so you don't really know how it works. And I'm trying to help you understand your views on relationship are not the norm. So let's work on this, because I really like you. So I do have one more thing to add. I know during this last episode, episode 4, Denise asked Deba and Jamil to share something that they haven't told each other. And I don't know why he decided to say this to me. I was just like, bro, it's supposed to be something that she would appreciate. That's the sense of this whole exercise. And he was like, yeah, I was actually interested in your sister. Her response was like, yeah, well, since you were fancying my sister, I have an OnlyFans page. Ain't nothing on there right now, but I have an OnlyFans page. I think it's really interesting to see African couples in therapy. Usually, like Sharma said in the beginning, episode 1, Paul doesn't really believe in this type of mediation. He wants to go handle it in the church and sit with the pastors. Oftentimes, certain pastors are not equipped or gifted to mediate conflicts in a relationship, whether it be just boyfriend and girlfriend, fiance and fiance, or husband and wife. Some pastors, yes, there are, the shepherd over the household, that church, but they're not equipped to mediate issues in relationship. They're not equipped to give counseling. That's not their forte. They struggle, and that struggling affects couples negatively, but I will always encourage to get professionals, especially people who don't know you, to help mitigate the situation in your relationship. An added bonus would be, if you are a Christian, to get a Christian therapist. There's a lot of Christian therapists that are working with families, working with couples, just to help navigate, so that your Christian principles and your Christian values are not missing in the session. I am always up for couples getting counseling outside of the church, especially if the pastor is not equipped or gifted to provide those services to you. I hope you guys enjoy, my little take on blue therapy. Next episode is next week, episode 5. Give it a try. Next, comment below, what are your takes on the couples? What are your takes on the individuals? How do you feel watching this series? What was going through your mind? If it was you in front of a camera with these people, what would you have done? So let's, engage down in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please take a moment and do so. Click the red subscribe button down below, followed by the bell notification, so that you can be informed when I upload new videos. I'll see you on the next video. Have a blessed week. Bye.